Alright, day 8 of July. Human beings are multifaceted creatures. It's not uncommon for someone who seems one-dimensional at all, or at a glance, why did I say all, to reveal a dramatically different side under even light investigation. Many people don't stop at being two-faced. There are plenty of us out there with 3 or 4. A simple case might be a scumbag who sometimes plays the good guy or vice versa. These multiple faces are part of what makes people interesting, but they also contemplate our relations with others. The people living in this dorm are no exception to the general rule. Sometimes I wonder if Makina even thinks in Japanese. Her actions and words are so garbled. Sachi's extraordinary obedience and obsessive honesty are equally mysterious. Anyone could guess there's more to those two than meets the eye. Sachi and Makina, great. But Amine can be oddly evasive and poker-faced at times as well, and even our mentally derailed airhead Michiru has markedly uncharacteristic moments. I think it's safe to conclude everyone here has something of a hidden side. Say what? I'm killing time in the lobby after school when Makina suddenly approaches me with a strange question. Dere? By which you mean what? Is that the same dere from Michiru's tsundere? That lovey-dovey side of a split personality? Isn't there a yandere? Dere is by now a fairly common slang term, where the contrasting sun suggests a pointed, hostile attitude towards others. Dere implies the complete opposite, a sweet and friendly approach. The widely known tsundere personality exhibits both behaviors, creating a strong contrast or gap that many find attractive, apparently. Personally, I'm not particularly well informed on the subject. While I have some interest in the Shido Tsundere Matsushima Michiru as a subject for observation, my curiosity is entirely directed toward the less artificial elements of her personality. The tsundere attribute itself isn't especially interesting or appealing to me. In short, I don't really give a damn. Why didn't he say that to begin with? To ask a question like that, I think you first need proof that Sakaki has dere tendencies, or at the very least, concrete grounds to support that conjecture. Do you possess any such evidence? For starters, I asked Makina about the premise underlying her question, on the off chance there might be some rational thought behind it. Well, that escalated fairly quickly. Look, kid. No, I don't. Yes, actually, multiple times through this playthrough we've gotten that vibe. That would certainly be a striking contrast. In that respect, this theory of Sakaki seems to line up with the standard tsundere concept, but I have to say though, I don't think she really fits that neatly in the tsundere category. Kudere? I see. Kudere, is it? I've picked up this term somewhere as well. It seems the popularity of tsundere concept gave birth to a variety of subspecies. The kudere is a particular proved durable enough to gain its own semi-independent status. Unlike the outright aggression in the sun or ku suggests a cool, indifferent attitude. The kudere feigns. This is hard to say. They feel like all these deres. It's really difficult. Feigns apathy, keeping others at a distance by means of apparent disinterest, but secretly craves intimacy. To date, Sakaki Yumiko has certainly demonstrated a consistently cool attitude, if not the lovey-dovey side of the equation. Makina, do you want to make Sakaki go into dere mode? For what reason? Fair enough. I see. If Sakaki herself happened to hear that response, things would probably get even chillier. But I guess it's foolish to hope for anything more from Makina. And are you expecting to accomplish something by complaining to me?
そうそう。だからお兄ちゃんにも協力してほしいのよさ。
The amount of times that we've actually messed with Sakaki, I don't know how many times we did. I remember we scared her one time. That was probably not a good thing. Oh, and we played that like little tournament or whatever that was that Michiru accidentally won. We've messed with Sakaki a few times. It's probably best that we don't do it another time. You want me to cooperate in turning Sakaki dere? I quietly fold the newspaper I'd been reading earlier, stand from my seat without a word, and walk off toward my room. Just as my hand reaches my doorknob, Makina's round face reappears before my eyes, her shoes screeching on the floor.
Oi! 何しかとして部屋へ引きこもろうとしてんだ。こっち来て話の続き聞け。
I'd rather not. Unfortunately, I have no interest in any of this. Go try the others instead.
やだよ。この計画はお兄ちゃんが参加しないとうまくいかないんだってば。
Why?
それはほら、ユミちゃんだって女なわけだし。
Wow, did not get that one. Well, it's true enough that I'm the only male in this dormitory, but I don't think that really works in my favor when dealing with Sakaki. If anything, quite the opposite. She seems to see it as something of a strike against me. I don't think that really makes... Hey, Makina. Without even waiting for my response, Makina shoves me back toward the lobby.
いいからこっち来るのよさ。もうみんなも呼んであるし、お兄ちゃんだけスルーとか許さないのよ。
Group meeting? A group meeting for this crap? That night, everyone except Sakaki gathers in the third floor laundry room. Amine and Sachi seem to be operating as normal, but Michiru apparently forgot about the meeting and had to be dragged out of bed. She's stifling a weary yawn at the moment. At the center of the group, Makina gleefully surveys her troops, then begins to speak.
というわけで、皆様にお集まりいただきました理由は他でもない。榊由美子についてであります。すでにお兄ちゃんには話したけど、黒髪そろそろデレとかないとキャラも弱いんで一丁どうかなって思った次第なのよ。
Spreading a large sheet of paper on the table, she writes the letter Y with a permanent marker, circles it vigorously, and adds the note Operation Dere to one side.
というわけで、同志たちにはこれから冷徹女をデレさせるために各自作戦行動をとってもらうこととする。作戦決行は翌一蓋丸々より。何か質問は？
榊さんが？なんか全然想像できないんだけど。ですね。私には氷の霊障しか思い出すことができません。
見てみたいとか思わねえのか？二人とも。
Not really. Not interested.
そりゃちょっとは思うけどね。マキちゃんがどういう作戦を考えているのかわかりませんが、返り討ちにされてしまいそうな気がします。
なんなのよさ、この日和見主義め、もうちょい乗ってきたらどうなのよさ。
Hey, remember in the beginning of this playthrough when Makina was not like this? Amine and Sachi respond at once with outright pessimism. In the first place, we've been forcibly dragged to this point on the assumption that Sakaki has a hidden friendly side, and that's nothing more than a guess based off of a common personality type. There's no real reason to believe that pattern has to apply to Sakaki. Fuck, I'm starting to lose my voice here. Fuck. Amine's known Sakaki the longest among all of us. For what it's worth, and she's clearly not buying into the idea, it seems entirely likely that this dere Sakaki is something of a Bigfoot, the product of an overactive imagination. What's more, we're talking about a woman prone to swing blades around when provoked. As Saji says, if we adopt Makina's likely rash and aggressive plan, there's a possibility we'll suffer some casualties.
ユミコにデレですって？
I know. Michiru's gonna go a little on the jealous side here. But just when I think we've reached consensus, one of the group reacts differently. As a PT, I don't know how you say that, tsundere, with a contrary personality of her own, perhaps Michiru's being subtly influenced by the possibility of discovering a comrade of sorts. In any case, unlike the rest of the group, she seems genuinely intrigued by the idea.
チルチルが反応したか。さすがはツンデ で見直すな。つか何を一体見直したのよ。わけわかんないわよ。
へえ、みちるは榊さんにデレがあるって思ってんの？
いや、絶対にそう思ってるわけじゃないんだけど、
何ですか？
なんかあの子全然笑わないからさ、ちょっと笑ったりとかしたらそれだけでもなんか安心するというか、そう思って。
We've seen her smile a few times, actually.
あ、何よ、いきなりみんな黙っちゃって。私なんか変なこと言った？
I don't know why, but like, it's getting a little bit harder to speak here. I think I'll be alright, just like, this actually has not happened before. It's like, that's... I don't know, whatever. We'll, ignore it.
いや、なんか珍しくまっとうなこと言ったなーって思って。
らしくねえな、チロチロ。あんたらね
ー。いいのです、みちる様。普段のどうしようもない言動とのバランスを取るために、あえて友達思いっぽい言動を混ぜて均衡を保とうとするその心、私にはわかります。
全然わかってね
まあ、みちるの言うことも一理あるし、あの鉄仮面さんにちょっとはニコニコしてもらおうってことならば私は賛成だけど。はい、私もです。
Oh, that took an interesting turn.
みんなやっと乗ってきたな。
I feel like the goal has shifted slightly from the original dere objective, but it seems like our motive is now slightly more respectable than Makina's desire to amuse herself, so I'm not going to complain. Okay, so I guess the next question would be, what sort of operation do you have planned out, Makina? Makina flashes a toothy smirk, takes her marker in one hand once more, and confidently scribbles the word compliment carpet bombing in the center of the paper.
ユミちゃんに会ったらとにかく褒めて褒めて褒めまくるのよさ。目と髪を褒め、服装を褒め、持っているペンを褒め。これはキャバレーの鉄則でもあるのよさ。
So I'm gonna be like trying to clear my throat and cough, probably a lot for the rest of this session, so I don't sound like I'm dying.
えらくまた正攻法というかバカ正直というか。
女なんて褒めとけば機嫌よくなる生き物なのよさ。
あんたもその生き物だって自覚ある？確かにストレートですけど効きそうな作戦ですよね。
そっか？そもそも作戦ってのはもうちょっとこう交渉で難解なやつの方がいいような気もするんだけど。
こういうみちる様のようにパスタ食っとけば幸せみたいな生き物が大多数ですし、効果は十分に期待できるのではと思います。
ちょっと何よ、パスタって何よ。そりゃ好きだけど食べてる時幸せだけど。
Yeah, that basically proves her point.
好きなんじゃん。幸せそうですね。
Seems like there aren't any particular objections. In that case, we may as well give Makina's strategy a try.
了解。では全員私の指示に従うのよさ。